Your Romanian deadlift sucks, let's fix it. This is a hinge movement. I'm moving with my hips. Think about sending your butt back to the wall behind you. But when I do this correctly, my toes do not come off of the floor. Most people that I see do this movement end up leaning back, and then the movement sucks. What I want you to think about is not placing all of the weight on your heels, so like you're gonna almost fall back. I wanna think about balancing over the midline of my foot. So if I hover over my toes, as opposed to hovering over my ankles, I'm not going to fall back. And when I'm holding the dumbbells, you can go straight to the sides, you can go towards the front, but the versatility of having dumbbells, I like it 45 degrees. As I drive my hips back, I'm thinking about hovering over my toes, placing the weight over the middle of my feet. When I do this correctly, my back is parallel to the floor. I'm gonna stand tall. I don't lose balance. Another thing too is you wanna think about shoulders back and engaging your lats so you can create stability in your upper back. As I do this movement, hinging back, standing tall. I might feel a stretch in my hamstrings, which is a good thing. So 3 things I want you to think about before you come down. I want you to engage your lats. I want you to brace your core and try not to breathe through this movement. So it'll sound like, now, depending how low you go is gonna be a factor of one main thing: how flexible and how much mobility you have in your hamstrings. So somebody with not that much flexibility, I have seen people stop here and then their back starts to round. That is your end point. You're gonna have to keep stretching or keep trying to push that range of motion so that you don't stop here and then bend your upper back. I want you to think about having a straight back and trying to push your hips back, trying to force yourself to get more hamstring development so that you can have more mobility in this movement and you'll feel this less in your back and more in your hamstrings. The same thing is gonna apply when I'm using a barbell. So I wanna think about, as I'm hinging back with my hips, I'm keeping the bars close to my body, engaging my lats, keeping my core braced. Now, when I get to parallel, then I'm gonna reverse the movement and stand tall. At no point in this movement am I gonna let the bar drift away from me. I'm gonna keep my lats engaged so I don't fuck up my lower back and I don't have to take time away from the gym. I'm making sure that the bar, when a bar is close to my body, it's also on my midfoot. So I'm trying to keep all of the weight in the middle of my foot. That way I don't lean back too far and then come off the ground. I'm also not gonna come down too forward to the point where like I'll lean forward, because that's something that you don't want to do. Start light, practice often, and be aware of where your body is in space as well as the weight that you're having.